we have a very exciting week. Lincoln Center is coming to archive our show, and it's a little terrifying. Theater is ephemeral, and I've made peace with that. So when it's archived, it makes me very anxious. But we are going to go behind the scenes and learn a little bit more about the process, because maybe it'll assuage some of my anxieties. And I'm excited to learn more about what they're doing back there. So, let's go do it.
Hi, I'm John Pretnar. I'll be directing the camera coverage of the play tonight, and I'll give you a nickel tour on what we're doing here, at least out in the theater. We have a total of 6 cameras, 4 down here in the orchestra, and then 2 up in the mezzanine. They're numbered. There's cameras 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 and 6 are upstairs. And so I will be selecting which camera ends up being recorded at a particular time, and I'll be doing that live.
Oh, so you toggle through it?
Yes. So I'll select camera 1 to be on air, and then I'll select camera 3 to be on air, and then 5, back and forth, depending on who's getting the action. And so,
are they all recording simultaneously, though?
They're all feeding back.
Edit.
We do not edit.
Oh, there's no editing.
So it's live. So all the mistakes that I make.
Got it.
Feel free to visit them at the library when we're done. But truth be told, there's not all that many mistakes, and it's not because of me. It's because our camera people are so fantastic that I can almost pick a camera at random, and it's going to be something beautiful. So I like to say that even though I'm called the director, I'm really just the selector. Every time one of these camera people knows they're on the air, in my mind, they're directing the show. Because they're deciding how it's going.
And how much prep did you guys do for this?
Well, I saw the play 4 times. Each of the camera people saw the play once, and so I spent several hours marking up a script just so I can let them know when people are entering one side or another side, running fast left, fast right, so they can be prepared for that. So I guess I've been working on this on and off for about a month.
Okay.
And tonight's the night.
How long have you been doing this in general?
I've been directing these sporadically for about 3 years now. And it is the thrill of what I do. I do a lot of other television in various capacities, but this, and I'm not the only one. Almost to a person, everyone here is just thrilled to be here.
Got it. Well, we're really thrilled to have you. And nervous.
I will just say,
yes.
And I'm saying to you, do not be nervous. Just be you, because that's what we want. It is so glorious. You are the artists. We're documenting it, and that's all it is. All right. So we're all going to have fun.
Thanks, John.
All right.
So John, the director, is going to be in here with all of his screens connected to the cameras that are in the back of the house, and these wires go into the Schubert Theater. So it's powering from out here, and that's where they have all the different setups to compile it into one show. Alright, so now we're inside the truck. I'm just going to show it to you guys. Everybody is working very hard for prep, so I'm not going to bother them, but I'll show you what's inside. And this.
I feel like I've heard that story from somebody who
And these are the big screens. Those are all the different cameras that John was talking about. So he will toggle through all of that. And now they're going to get ready, and I'm going to leave them alone so they can do their job. And alright, bye! Hello, Stark Sands.
Hello, Gideon Glick.
I have a question for you.
What's your question?
So you have done 2 Broadway plays and 2 Broadway musicals.
Yes.
What's the deal with doing a play versus doing a musical?
Okay. The deal with a play versus a musical. The difference.
Well, tell me what, if I put a gun to your head right now, you have to pick one that you have to do for a year. Right now, what are you going to choose?
Right now in
right
my life,
now.
right now,
Yeah.
This play that I'm doing right now.
Oh, wow.
This play.
Okay. Is it because of the content of the play? I really just want to explore what you find more difficult.
Well, that is the reason is because of my own personal life stuff going on.
Right.
Because I have a small child, I have an infant, and I have this works for my schedule.
Okay.
We can weave this into the differences between plays and musicals, right?
Yeah.
When you're doing a musical, you have a lot more to think about and take care of, vocally, physically, than you do in a play, generally speaking, right?
Yeah, it's strenuous.
So, for example, the threshold at which I can, health threshold at which I can perform this show versus a musical is, it's lower. Let me say this another way. If I'm at 65% health, I can still do this show.
Right.
I have done this show at 65%, everywhere from 65 up to 100. But because all I have to do is be able to get the words out and not be distractingly hoarse.
Mm-hmm.
But in a musical, it's like 82.5, 85%. If I can't sing it right, then I can't do it.
There's no point.
There's no point. It doesn't sound good enough.
Yeah.
It has to be a certain way.
Okay, so I find, personally, it's been a long time since I've done a musical, and I find there's a lot more freedom, personally, doing a play, in terms of where a scene can go, because I'm not tethered to rhythm, to the rhythm of the song.
Sure.
Do you feel that way?
I feel that way, yes. When it comes to the musical aspect of the musicals, you are kind of, the boundaries are slimmer. You have to work within what you've got,
Right.
and you can't stray too far from it. You can still flex a little bit depending on the song. The scenes in the musical is where you can hopefully stretch and play. But that's all you have in a play, is just the scenes.
Is there okay, now you said you would choose this play, but now let's pretend this play is over. And someone's like, what's next?
Musical.
A musical, because you've just
yes.
done a play?
Yes.
Got it. So you always want to kind of go back and forth.
Let me say this, I feel incredibly lucky to have been able to work in both categories. And I'm sure you feel this way too. Because in our community, I think sometimes people are thought of as either musical theater actors or straight play actors. And to be able to have done a little of both makes me feel very grateful, because I know not everybody has that opportunity. I would, if I had to choose, I would choose to do a musical next, because it would be different, and because there's something about, and this is speaking currently right now, it's really nice to be able to get up and express yourself in music, in song, and to, have every once in a while have an audience stop and just clap for the thing you just did.
Right.
That happens in this show too.
It does happen in this show.
Not for me.
No, they just boo him.
Mostly for Latanya.
Plays evil. Okay, what musical role, you can't say hasn't been written yet, you have to pick one that has been written that you would want to do.
You know what I thought was, this is just the first thing that pops into my mind, but I really liked, I don't know if I want to say that. I don't know if I should say that, because there might be something better. The first thing that popped in my mind
let's just go with
was
that.
Catch Me If You Can, was Frank Abagnale and Catch Me If You Can.
Okay, and then what about a play?
I would like to do another Shakespeare play.
Okay,
I would
what
like
play?
to do, I don't know, maybe, this is creepy. I would love to someday play Hamlet.
Okay.
That would be pretty cool. I don't think I'm ready for that yet, but I think I would like somebody that.
I'll play Romeo, because I think it's not what you'd expect.
Yeah.
And I like that.
That's
Or
good.
Edmund. I'd like to play Edmund.
Edmund would be good too.
Yes.
I have an idea, something that we can talk about that is that's on topic.
Okay.
The difference between plays and musicals in the rehearsal process.
Okay. Go
So, for instance, when you're in a play, you show up on day one, you have the table read, and you have everything that you need is right there on the pages in front of you. And you do table work for a few days, and you talk about the scenes, and you work through the scenes, and then eventually you get it up on its feet, and you just start rehearsing the show. But in a musical, it's different, because you show up, you might do a table read, and if you don't know the songs yet, then the musical director will plunk them out and sing them. But after that first day or two of like meet and greet and just talking through it, in my experience, you just go immediately to music. And the director's like, see you guys in a week.
Yeah.
And you sit down with the piano and the MD and you learn your parts.
That's also like when you do a reading or a workshop of a musical, most of the time it's not really about the work, it's about just learning the music.
Yes.
Which is a bummer.
It is a bummer, but it's also, it forces you all to be in a room together doing one thing. You compartmentalize all the different things. Now, in a reading, I agree, when you have limited time, it's never enough time.
Yeah.
When you have a 29-hour reading, there's never enough time to actually get
It's just about learning music.
It is. But in a full rehearsal process, I love it. I don't think there's any more that I love than just being in the rehearsal room and everybody sharing the space together, learning the music, learning the choreography,
Right.
putting the scenes on their feet, being all present for the same jokes and laughs and screw-ups and everything.
Oh, the rehearsal process
It's
for anything is
the best.
Is the best.
Yeah.
I always, that's always my favorite part.
Yeah.
And I actually like previews as well.
Me too.
I like being like tethered to the theater.
I
And then I get crazy and I'm like, it has to end. But it's my favorite part.
I'm the same way. I love previews because we're all together.
Yeah.
And I know that as soon as it ends, like, I miss seeing you guys all the time. Because now that we are here, you know, Gideon and I both have our own individual dressing rooms and they're on different floors. And I see you and we pop in to say hi to each other. But it's nothing like preview. It's nothing like rehearsal where we're all together, all this unit, rehearsing together. Now we come to work, we do the show, we see each other on our tracks backstage, and we have a few moments to say hello to each other. And that's kind of it, going in and coming and going.
Except when I interview you.
Except
Now we have
this,
time together.
here on Broadway.com.
Thanks, Dark.
Welcome, buddy.
All right, so that was our show. Hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I did. I learned a lot. Always learning from Stark, full of information. And John was such a wonderful guest in our theater. And he brought such a beautiful thoughtfulness to what he does. And it was really nice to learn from him. So, until next time, bye.